Hey guys, today I was going to go through 3 duels and break down, mistakes I made, mistakes SerGuillotine made, share my thoughts of like what I was thinking while I was fighting, uh, point out good plays as well. And this is on an NA East server. I'm on the West Coast, so it's about 100 ping for me, and then about 200 for him. He's from Eastern Europe, so I have a pretty massive ping advantage here. And he hadn't played in a week or two, so he ended up pretty rusty, and we were actually fairly evenly matched, which in some ways was a good thing. It made for some good fights. Usually, I get a little more stomped, and if I go fight him on an EU server, it's just brutal. So yeah, let's get started here. He opens with like an overhead into right ki, which is fairly normal. I block it pretty easily. I think opening with a ki is generally good because you get your cooldown up faster, and like getting more overall kis in per fight is generally a good thing. I think that one though, I probably block like 95% plus of the time. So maybe it's better to be a little sneakier. If you just get blocked, your ki is not useful. So I riposte, we exchange some blocks. I think that was just like slow. Now I actually blocked the wrong way, so I blocked down right instead of down. And I just eat a combo for no reason. All right, so Kirai is where I invest my first ki, and I think that that was a pretty good attempt. He's not looking at me, so I know that whatever I do is going to be difficult to block because he's accelerated his swing. And I know he's pretty far, so in terms of like what swing I can use, it pretty much has to be a stab. That's the only one that will give me enough range and time to sprint into him. And looking at my stamina, I don't think I actually started sprinting early enough, and I just am a little bit short. I think if I started sprinting earlier and stabbed him, I get a good hit here. So I like that choice. Execution's bad, more missed blocks. So here, when I block, I've got a riposte. So if he swings here, he's going to hit into my riposte damage reduction, and I've got full charge. So I'll win the trade pretty heavily. But I swing and miss, and he cancels his attack. So it works out. He makes the right decision, and I just execute poorly. So at this point, I haven't hit him, and I'm, it actually could be worse. My health's not that low. He didn't do a ton of damage, but still a bad start. So this is probably the most common type of thing that both of us have trouble with pretty often. For him, it makes more sense because he's at high ping. For me, I don't have an excuse. He expected to hit me with that attack and was kind of predicting that he'd start comboing, I'd be blocking, and he could kick me. But I actually blocked it, and he didn't recover fast enough, and so I just land a full charge riposte. And you can see like he was in combo mode. He keeps trying to combo into me here. But you can see he did 4 damage, whereas I did 25 with my riposte. So even though my riposte wasn't a really great hit, he still loses the trade pretty heavily. All right, so I used another ki, probably a little optimistic that would hit, but he used his dodge, so fairly even. That's a pretty good block by me, I think. So he feinted. What was the feint? Yeah, he does like a super fast feint down and then switches to down right. And I actually track both of them and get my block off there. And that's not a bad riposte either. Like I didn't have, yeah, I think that was pretty well played by me. All right, I don't think, so another thing, like you don't really want to release attacks that you know aren't going to hit. That's just giving your opponent a post for free. I think there was no way that he was going to hit me with that, and this is pretty much a free riposte. Okay, so he took a hit, and I tried to ki my combo attack, and he's just pretty quick with his block there, and that's just well played. My dodge was just a tiny bit slow there, which was unfortunate because I got hit for a pretty good hit of 32. Okay, I think that was just another down right when I meant to block down. Yeah. Okay, that was a fine key by him, but a good block by me. So here's the same thing as before. He expected to hit me with with a ki. Did I lose it? He expected to hit me with his ki and didn't, and then ate a riposte. I won't worry about it. We'll go on. All right, so now he's taunting me, which I think might cost him the fight. Like you can pull out of a taunt instantly, but you're probably not as focused while you're taunting. So I go in with a stab, which I do because he's far away. So he is expecting a stab. I feint out of it into a kick and get him. And then anytime you end a kick, it's always good to wish that it was easier to see the chat here. Anytime you end a kick, it's good to see how much damage you actually do. So let's see, I did 41, which is not, you can do up to 70. Here we have pure, so we are all with base stats. So 41 is not a great hit. But what I do a good job of here is as soon as I hit him, I'm trying to get around behind him, so it's harder to see, and I get a second combo hit off. All right, I'm just slow there, I think. Or was that another down right instead of down? That would be sad if that was the case. No, just slow. So yeah, you can see his blade's already hit me and I'm starting. Yeah, so he's already hit me when I start blocking. I wasn't that slow. You can see the chat. He hasn't hit me yet. Now he hits me. Now I start blocking. So pretty close. But that was a ki, so I take a lot of damage. Block that one. Okay, so here he's pretty far away. So I think I thought that stab might not hit. Yeah, he's kind of at max range probably because he used his dodge. You can see the dodge effect there. So I 100% should, like he's almost dead. I should 100% combo this and try and kill him. And I think he thought I was at a range too because you could see he starts swinging. But instead it hits, I don't combo and he hits me instead. So I definitely could have won it there. That was just a fast light damage attack. All right, so the end here is tricky. So I have my ki up at this point and he doesn't. And I use it trying to kill him. And he's at like 1 HP. And if I had done any better execution on this swing, I certainly would have killed him. But I didn't headshot. I hit him from like point blank. The stab does a little bit more damage. You hit from a little more distance. And then here, I thought that he was going to release. So he does like an up. He does a double feint. He does up right into up left, and then he feints it down. And I thought he was going to release that up left and that was like the swing. So I was stepping in to punish swing and a miss. But he actually, that would have been a stupid swing. I don't know why I thought he would do that because he's way out of range. But he was actually feinting into a stab that he gets me with. All right, so that was duel 1. Duel 2. So I was actually in the middle. There's 3 duels in here. So I'll go back to the beginning. The next one. Duel 2. Yeah, so he runs up and doesn't use his ki at the start. And from this kind of neutral position where we're both just standing here, I feint down right and ki my overhead. And he's trying to do an attack, and we both hit each other, but because I use ki, he hits me for 6, and I hit him for like 30. So then I get a kickoff hit, combo. Not the most damage I could have done, definitely. And then I make a mistake so off the kick I got a 55, then the combo for 21, that's actually not bad. And then I make a mistake that I do a lot, which makes me sad. You can see in the chat it says this ability is on cooldown. That was because I tried to kick here with 0.25 seconds left on my cooldown. So yeah, feels bad. If I just kept comboing, I would have hit him there, I think. So now he goes to kick me and I'm blocking, so this probably hits, yeah. All right, I do a good job blocking the combo attack, but he does a good job. He hit me for 59, so pretty good chunk. All right. So then we get into this awkward state where I'm kind of looking away. and he's looking away, so you can see that his head's turned there, and I'm looking, at the totally with his back to me. And I try and like turn and retarget an overhead onto him, and he's too far in. I would have missed the right anyway. I think that's probably like a little optimistic on my part. I should just reset there. So he swung a miss, and he manages to matrix that with a jump. I think that's just poor targeting by me. With the overhead, when your opponent's moving, it's much better to over track them with the mouse. So I want to be like moving my mouse left pretty rapidly, then my sword will make a diagonal line. I pretty much swing straight down and decrease my chances of hitting quite a bit. And he gets me before I can recover. I might have had time to recover there and just not see. So I swing and miss. So when my cursor's gone, I can't act. So my cursor's back here. I definitely had time to recover into a downright block, but I don't. I'm slow on it, as you can see. Yeah. Yeah, he's already hit me at that point. But I blocked the combo, not bad. He should block that. I don't think there's, well, 200 ping is an excuse, but other than that, there's no excuse. Okay, I thought he'd block and try to kick him, but I recovered that and got off a pretty good combo there. All right, so I definitely shouldn't release that attack there. It was like super late. I think he's already blocking when I let go. Charging it. I let go. I'm stammed, so you can hear my heavy breathing, even though you can't see the stam bar there. So I back off and reset. I think he's stammed too. No, he wasn't stammed. He's waiting for his ki cooldown. Yeah. So I'm lucky Handle hit that for sure. I do a good dodge there, but I'm out of range. I can't really follow up and punish. What happened here? I feel like I was just slow. Yeah, just slow. But then I block up left instead, so he just hits me with 2 overheads. So all match I was getting him a lot with off of riposts. I would do a, so here I feint down. See if we can back up. All right, I riposte. I do like a really quick feint from a stab. And you can see, if my arm gets out of the way maybe, you can see that his head is like looking away, so you can't really see what I'm doing. And I'm just rotating overheads onto him. And I think with high ping, that gets really hard to block. He knew what to do, but he was just slow. All right, so third match. So it starts here. That was just been a little bit of lag, I think. That was a weird looking block. Go back. No, okay. Yeah, no, he blocks super early. Okay, yeah, looks fine. All right. All pretty decent blocking there. What did I think there? What did I kick? Oh, okay, I see what happened. Yeah, so let me back up a bit. I'm expecting to block that. So the way Sword Eye works is if you block the right direction, but you're not quick enough to actually get your sword into the path of their sword and get hit before that, you get a partial block, which reduces damage, but you can't riposte off it. I was just expecting a full block there, and you can see I immediately switch into attack, but you can hear that little cha-chunk. That's a partial block, and so I can't riposte. So I was gonna riposte feint into a kick, and I didn't riposte, so he didn't stop attacking. Just an okay dodge by him. All right, so this hurts. There's no real reason for me to be blocking here, because he just used his ki, and he doesn't charge his attack at all before he feints. So if I'm here and thinking about blocking, if he released this swing with 0 charge, he'd do like 3 or 4 damage or something. There's no real threat here yet. And he's still far away. Like I could reflexively block this if I needed to anyway, if I really needed to. So this is, I think, like pretty telegraphed, but he just steps up and kicks me in the face. Okay. So I blocked the combo, which is good. And I rotate through my block. So sometimes when you're blocking, like I'm blocking upright, so I'm turning that way anyway. You can keep your momentum going and kind of twist into your post like that. But you need to be pretty careful with your swing because I can't see where he is and I release it too early. And my sword is like over his head at that point. I don't turn nearly enough. If I riposted a stab, I could keep rotating and stab that into him. If I had riposted like an up left, I could keep rotating and swing into him. Basically any swing except the one I chose, that would have worked fine. But instead I swing and miss. So that's interesting. All right. So he, I think, expected that stab to hit, and you can see he goes to combo me with a down right. And you can see in the chat there it says down right, he hit me, but his riposte reduced. I don't know what damage he did exactly, but probably like 2 or something, almost nothing. And I'm about to hit him with a riposte, but he manages to realize what's happening quickly enough that he combo blocks off the hit. Yeah, so he hit me for 2, but he combo blocked and stopped my riposte. And so combo blocking is a good way to like save yourself when you start trying to combo into someone when you shouldn't have. If you can pull off a combo block, you kind of undo the damage. I think he might have stammed out there. I think he's out of stamina. All right, so that's another. I'm trying to rotate overhead onto him, and I don't keep rotating through it. I think I probably could have hit him if I'd kept turning at kind of max turn speed. I probably could hit him in like the butt or the back of his leg or something. I think I was just a little short that time. The down right and down left swings have a fair amount less range than the up right and up left, so you have to be quite close when you do them. The benefit is that they're less likely to handle hit from up close because of that. All right, so I do the same thing that he did where I expected a hit and tried to combo, and then I do try and combo block the riposte. I'll back up. All right, so let's see. All right, so I expected that to land, and you can see he gets off kind of like a last second block there, right before it hits his head. And so this was intended to be a combo attack, but it's just like a buffered input with no combo. So it's going to do very little damage. And he's stepping up to riposte me. So I hit him for, nothing, presumably. And I do have my plus here to combo. And I combo into a block, but I do down left instead of down. So I tried to save it, and I don't. And so I get hit for 24, and it looks like I hit him for 7. And I try to correct my block into, I do down left and then try to correct it to down right. Rip. And then I get kicked. Alright, so that one I think, I'm not sure if I was late or if I didn't turn my body. Let's see where I get stabbed. So he's stabbing me now. Yeah, my block's in. So I just got a partial block there because I didn't turn to face him. So my sword's not actually between his sword and my body. If I just rotated my camera here, this would have been a block. Or a full block instead of a partial block. Again. He didn't do as much damage as he could have off a lot of his kicks this match, which helped me. That's a pretty good dodge. And I wasted my ki on it. Ugh. Okay, try to understand what happened there. I don't know what I was thinking. So here, oh, let's just back up for like a second or two. All right. So I miss a kick, but then I combo a hit. I don't combo again for some reason. So I just hit him twice. I'm comboing. He hasn't even started charging attack yet. I have complete priority. And I just decide to block for no real reason. Like I should just keep hitting him. You go back. Like I have my combo. I have a heavily charged attack. If he decides to swing there, I'm going to win the trade very heavily. But I instead stop my like very threatening combo to block his 0 damage attack. I'm a little worried because my health is low, but I don't think it makes sense. And I get kicked, and he 100% should just kill me there. Like he has time. He should take his time and land up a headshot. I only had 55 health. I should be dead. I thought I was out of range there, so I was hoping to punish with a ki overhead, but he was in range, so that doesn't work. And my handle hit off the kick. Oh my god. And then he just walks up and kios me. So that last one was a little rough. But hopefully this was at least entertaining and a good way to learn some of the mechanics. So I'll wrap it up here. Thanks for watching.